Hello everyone, it's me Dr. Ayaz Ahmed. I am working as an aesthetic dermatologist. Today I will discuss another important topic of dermatology. The name of topic is differential diagnosis, comorbidities and complications of leprosy. Hopefully you will learn and subscribe my YouTube channel. The conditions that are needed to be differentiated from leprosy include pityriasis alba. It is a condition that can cause hypopigmented patches and macule. Pityriasis versicolor, a condition that can cause hypopigmented patches and macule. Leishmaniasis, it is a skin infection that can cause pigmented and raised lesion. Lupus vulgaris, it is a cutaneous infection that can cause pigmented and raised lesion. Follicular meiomycosis, it's a rare dermatosis that can cause infiltrate papule or plaques. Another infectious is the tuberculosis. It is a cutaneous infectious granuloma that can cause lupus vulgaris, tuberculosis vericosa cutis, and erythema induratum of Bazin. Syphilis, it is a cutaneous infectious granuloma that can cause secondary, late secondary, and tertiary syphilis. Sarcoidosis, it is a condition that can cause dermatologic manifestation. Systemic lupus erythematosus, it's a chronic autoimmune disease that can cause skin rashes, fever, malaise, joint pain, myalgia, and fatigue. Classification of severity of leprosy. The severity of leprosy can be classified by Ridley-Joplin classification or WHO classification. Patient should be assessed to determine new nerve damage. Patient should be assessed for being in a reaction. Complication and comorbidities. Reaction type 1, which is characterized by erythema nodosum leprosum and neuritis. It occurs in a borderline type of leprosy. Features are acute neuritis, acute inflamed skin lesion, nerve become tender with loss of sensory and motor function. Lesion may present with ulcer that may become edema in face, hand and feet. Reaction occur within first 12 months after the start of treatment. This picture describes the type 1 reaction in borderline type of leprosy. You can see the involved area is edematous, swelled. These patients usually complain of loss of sensory and motor function. There is also neuritis. Type 2 reaction seen in multibacillary type of leprosy, for example, lepromatous leprosy and borderline leprosy. This type of reaction may appear before, during, or after the treatment. Manifestations are nodule on face, extensor surface of limbs. Lesion may be superficial and deep with suppuration, ulceration, or browning induration when chronic. This reaction is systematic, characterized by fever, malaise, accompanied by uveitis, dactylitis, arthritis, neuritis, lymphadenitis, myositis, and orchitis. Most serious complications are peripheral nerve neuritis, uveitis, cataract, and glaucoma. This picture describes the type 2 reaction of leprosy. In this picture, you can see the involvement of nodules in neck, upper chest, and abdominal area. These nodules may be superficial or they may be deep. In picture B, you can also see the lesion which are noted on the limb area. Luso reaction seen in Luso leprosy. It is due to infections of deep cutaneous vasculitis, characterized by irregularly shaped erythematous patches which become dark and heal, or form bulla or necrosis, leaving deep painful ulcers which are slow to heal. This is an example of Lucio reaction. These patches are formed whenever there is the necrosis of cutaneous vasculature. The necrosis of cutaneous vasculature leads to formation of these lesions. These are the erythematous patch which soon become dark in color and then ultimately they become ulcerated. They are usually painful and very difficult to heal. Nerve damage. Sensory component most commonly and severely affected, while motor component are occasionally affected. Associated with loss of hair growth, sebaceous and sweat secretion, poor pigment formation. In limb, damage to nerve can cause capillary estiasis, cyanosis, dryness, which predispose to fissuring. Common involved nerve is the posterior tibial nerve followed by ulnar, median, lateral popliteal and facial nerve. This is an example of lesion caused after the nerve damage. Whenever the nerve is damaged, there is always anesthesia, dryness, and then ultimately the lesion is formed, which then become ulcerated. In picture you can see the involvement of foot area and the toes area after the damage to the popliteal nerve, sorry, posterior tibial nerve. Eye involvement in leprosy. Blindness is a devastating complication. It results from nerve damage and bacillary invasion. Legophthalmos results from paresis of orbicularis oculi nerve due to involvement of zygomatic and temporal branch of facial nerve. Damage to ophthalmic branch of trigeminal nerve leads to anesthesia of cornea, conjunctiva, dryness, reduction in blinking, trauma, and ulceration. Thank you very much. Stay connected and subscribe my YouTube channel.